Hello again, Timberwolves fans. Are you ready for the explosion of Timberwolves basketball? Here we are on Timberwolves Exploding. It is episode number 96. Today is February the 23rd, Saturday, February the 23rd, 2013. Yes, sir, we are back, ready to rock and roll. Only 4 more episodes until number 100. Oh, yes, and Hank McCoy and the boys over there on the Courtside Podcast love to remind us about that. It's coming, though. It's a-coming. Oh, boy. Timberwolves Explosion is available on thesportstuff.com and on iTunes. We thank each and every one of you always for downloading and listening to this show. Thank you always. Remember to tell your friends to check in. There is a call-in line for the show, by the way, which is 209-736-7877. 209-736-7877. Do remember to hop on board to that. It would be cool. So, Sebastian out there, if you're listening, do call in again sometime. And I know sometimes maybe this isn't your favorite team overall, but yeah, that's okay. But it's our favorite. Okay, I had to say that. Okay, yes, our favorite team. We'd like them to stay that. Yes. Okay, they're still our favorite team. Yes, yeah, it is. But this is one of those weeks where it's like, really? They did it again. Another trade deadline came and went, and we were on the computers and the phones and hitting the refresh buttons and the checking Twitter and checking Twitter again, and checking ESPN again and checking Real GM again. Yeah. Okay, when did the Wolves make a trade, Marcus?
We didn't do anything.
We did it again, just like last year when we thought for sure Jamal Crawford was going to come.
Yeah.
I still remember looking at Twitter last year. They're like, that's such a meaningless trade. Michael Beasley for Jamal Crawford. Right now, that's a pretty hilarious thought. That would have been a blowout. That's why it's like, you don't want to make a move just to make a move. Well, sometimes it's an improvement.
Yeah.
Yes, like one that I'm just begging for. I really wanted it to happen.
I thought either one of Berea or Luke was going to be moved.
Yeah, I thought for sure. I really was hoping for it. I really was.
And it seemed like Luke knew something we didn't. He figured that he was going to be gone Thursday.
Was that in the Pioneer Press you saw? Pioneer Planet, TwinCities.com, whatever they call it. They used to call it PioneerPlanet.com. They changed it to Twin Cities, but not that they need a plug for me, but what the hell,
Yeah, there was an article.
He thought he was gone, and I thought he was gone, and I was not shedding a single tear, by the way. I'm not the most popular guy locally for that reason, because it seems like a lot of people in this town love Luke Ridnour. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, for between the two, Luke and Berea, I would have preferred keeping Cool-Hand Luke.
I could understand that, because Berea will make you blood pressure boiling to a boiling point, like 299 degree blood. Yeah, that guy, yeah. And we haven't been really seeing as much of him lately due to probably health reasons. He was out with injuries. And there was another Crawford involved in this trade deadline. We'll get to that in a couple of minutes here. I'm really losing my mind right now. I can't take it anymore. Yeah, because, we understand you don't want to make a move because, you don't want to do something stupid and ruin stuff and trade away all your valuable chips, but to me, Luke Ridnour is not a particularly valuable chip.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like you're trading Derek Williams here for Ronnie Brewer.
Yeah, he, on the other hand, changed my mind.
Derek?
He's looking better and better each game.
I like him, yeah. I do like Derek Williams. I'm kind of glad he's here, at least for now. If you're going to trade him, hopefully it's valuably higher. It's just one of those things. Got the espresso beans. Yes, we got some espresso beans on here because we're energized, baby. Yes, sir. Okay, but trade deadline. Yes, this. I'm getting so sick of being frustrated because these were moves that could have been done. Absolutely could have been done.
Yes.
These are 2-for-1 sales here. This is not, well, you want Ronnie Brewer? Well, guess what, damn it. You're giving us Derek Williams and a first-rounder. No, it wasn't quite like that, was it? These were very attainable moves. Anthony Morrow, Ronnie Brewer, these were all on our, please trade for him lists,
Morrow, if anybody.
Morrow. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, yep. And we'll read the list of the trades later on when we get to the league stuff, but then again, half of these are like Wolves related because they could have easily been here and we wanted them. But yeah, the most frustrating one for me personally, Sheehan on the Facebook page we'll get to very shortly there. Simply look on when you go on Facebook, simply go in the search bar, type in Timberwolves Explosion, and you should be able to find it. If there's two on there, that one says group, one says company, click on the one that says company, not group. If that group still exists, I'm not sure. But, yeah, Sheehan disagreed with me a little bit, saying Crawford's more of a gunner and a low IQ and a head case kind of. But, man, but then again, a lot of people said that about Jamal as well, though, and he looks pretty good with the Clippers. I know they're not related or anything, Jordan and Jamal, but they're both, I think they're both really talented guys that, yeah, they have a little bit of a reputation, but, yeah, the one that perturbed me the most during the Jordan Crawford had been traded to Boston for Leandro Barbosa, who's out with an ACL.
Yeah.
Jason Collins, who is probably the worst center ever besides Darko Milicic, who was another Celtic. Worst center ever, maybe. Really? Yeah. Jordan Crawford to the Celtics. and really? You know? And then it's like, you know, and of course our buddy Mr. Train, V-Train, also on Twitter was talking, and we'll get to that later, but we'll mention it now as well, was saying, why are you guys so obsessed with Courtney Lee? Well, here's the funny part. See, now they have Courtney Lee and Jordan Crawford. And I figured, okay, so if they just got Jordan Crawford, that means Courtney Lee's going somewhere. Yeah. He didn't go anywhere. What are they doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing, especially because you got to think Courtney Lee would be extremely attainable because you don't trade a Jordan Crawford for nothing, I'd hope.
Yeah, I was hoping that we talked to Boston and said, okay, well, if you guys can get Jordan Crawford, we'll trade you for Lee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Apparently, we weren't even in that. So we should have just said, okay, wait a minute. Crawford's available?
Yeah.
Let's get him. Hey, we got Roy.
Yeah. Yeah, because, again,
one expiring.
Yes. Leandro Barbosa, ACL injury. If you're going to trade for Leandro Barbosa, why not? What's wrong with Roy? You know, I mean, it's the same thing. Guy is out for the year. I mean,
yeah.
What is he, chopped liver? Okay, sorry, I had to say it as a random line. But, I mean, it just shows that these guys were attainable. That's what the bottom line is. Bottom line is double-digit, legit shooting guards that don't exist on the Timberwolves roster are available. Absolutely, they were available. Chase Budinger, he's kind of a tweener, shooting guard, small forward. He's good, but I'd rather have Jordan Crawford and Budinger.
Yeah.
Because Roy was supposed to be on this roster, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Roy was supposed to be playing, so why not get Crawford for Roy, right? Or Courtney Lee for Roy. Or Ronnie Brewer for Roy. Or a second-round pick that the Oklahoma City Thunder only had to give up. There was rumors about Cool Hand Luke and possibly, for Ronnie Brewer and possibly a pick coming this way. Cool Hand Luke to the Knicks. You know, that could have been done. I would have done that. I would have. Yes, Luke Ridnour's been playing decent at times. His shot has been good. He's had a couple of hot games. But the game the other night, last night, right? Yeah. Against Oklahoma City Thunder. Mm-hmm. Near the end of the half, he gave up a 4-point play. And that sums up what Luke Ridnour does. He always has to put that hand in there, doesn't he, at the last second?
For whatever reason.
Describe what he does real quick, because I like the way you describe it.
Little ticky-tack fouls. Let's let the guy go. Let's let him score.
Yeah.
You're not going to steal the ball. There's no reason to slap the guy in the arm. And then act like there was no foul there.
Yeah. He always throws his hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. He's always saying, come on, oh my God, whatever, stuff like that. Acting like he's getting screwed. Luke, come on, you know? And he does the same thing over and over again.
He should know better by now.
Yeah. Like the 13th, 14th, 15th time he should have known by now. He's going to get the call against him, even if he doesn't believe it's a foul, it's still getting called. So adjust, please.
I would have been happy getting any shooting guard right now to stop Adelman. Actually, you trade either him or either Luca Barea to stop Adelman from playing 3-point guards.
Yeah, you got the Barea, Rubio, and Ridnour deal, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the ass to look at. Really? Who's the... Yeah, you have Luke guarding Kobe Bryant. It's like, really? Kobe Bryant?
Man, that was frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's like pack a lunch. I mean, Jamal Crawford can't guard Kobe Bryant, so do you really think Luke Ridnour can? No. I remember when Jamal Crawford was one-on-one with Kobe the other night. It was Kobe just, it was about a week ago. He just kind of backed him down a little bit and just hammered that thing in there. I mean, it was, did you see that play?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, my goodness. And then Jamal just put his hands up like, where was the help?
Yeah.
So it's like, if Jamal's having that kind of trouble, Luke, that was like non-existent. And the forecaster is shaking his head right now.
That's not winning basketball.
No, it's not. It's,
Yeah, that's, after seeing that, that's when I really questioned Adelman. As being a coach and being here long term.
He's, believe it or not, on the hot seat with the fan base right now. He is. And I still like him, but, yeah, I mean, the questions are very legit. That's a real question here. What's going on? He's doing some stuff that's making you wonder. And, of course, the roster, makes you wonder as well. That goes to David Kahn.
The thing with Adelman and Chris Johnson, it seems like right now it's time to evaluate the guys because we're not going to the playoffs.
Not by the way it looks. Without a miracle, yeah.
And right now, I personally wouldn't want us to because I'd rather get a pick.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Khan's not here to make the pick for us. Right now, it's like we might as well evaluate some guys, see what Chris Johnson can do because we already know what Steensman can do. Unless we plan on keeping him here for a couple more years.
Steamers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he played a good game last night, an okay game.
Yeah,
but it's like, okay, we're not going to keep him, so let's see what Johnson can do. I mean, why not?
Really? Yeah. And Johnson, from what we saw on numerous occasions, played pretty well. And this last week, we didn't see him at all. I mean, we only have 2 games to review, by the way. The 76er game and the Oklahoma City Thunder game last night, a win and a loss. I do believe I picked a win in that game. I think you picked a loss, right? Now I'm trying to blank. No. Yeah, you picked a loss, right?
Yeah.
I picked a win. Oh, look at you. And we both picked a loss for last night's game. That's like, You're not going to go to like that place and win, even though we play them pretty well historically. But we play them well when Kevin Love's playing.
Yeah, when Love is here. Yeah.
when Love isn't playing, it's like great. It's like going to war with bows and arrows against bazookas. It's like this isn't going to happen. Damn it. Oh man, I mean, see that's the whole rant here. We're not really ranting. We're beyond ranting. We're more like, come on. We're like almost crying. It's not about making a trade to make a trade and, we already have this guy and that guy, the Buttingers of the world, which I understand. There was a Twitter on there as well we'll get to in a second, of course, because this can all kind of merge together, the Twitter and the trade deadline, because it's all pretty much related here. We want a true shooting guard on this roster. That's what we've been talking about. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about since September. Or, not even September, like June last year, 2012. We've been talking about, not even, since 2011 something, right? When you see Luke Ridnour starting at shooting guard on a daily basis, it's like, this is not good. It's not even a knock on Luke, because he actually plays better at that position than he plays point guard. But on the flip side, he's not a legit starting shooting guard, and we need one. There, to sum it all up in a couple words. It's a frustrating dilly there. Yes, Ronnie freaking Brewer for Luke Ridnour, which I would have been behind. I would have backed. He's a nice defensive player. And he could even play a little small forward, like Josh Howard, who was a nice player for this team before his ACL. Man, he only played 12 games before he had an ACL. Poor guy. God rest his season and maybe his career. Okay, well, let's move to those Facebook pages. It'll keep us on the trade deadline topic for the most part. We'll get to Facebook. Vince Germano all over the place again, which I always appreciate. Even got a little live message saying it will be fun. Yep. We're talking about possibly. They almost got me on a courtside, but I was already asleep though because Australian time versus U.S. time or Minnesota time was like 4 a.m. when they. So I was long gone. Unfortunately, it was like it's going to be a spur of the moment thing, but they didn't realize the time. They're like, whoops. So, yep, shout out to them as always. Courtside, Hank McCoy, Vince Germano, and of course, BG, who's, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Introducing me to Mark Remy. I do appreciate that. Shout out to Mark Remy and BG. Oh, my goodness. Mark Remy, Timberwolves.com. If you're listening, hello, and great to meet you. So, yeah, I started a thread complaining about Jordan Crawford to Boston for Barbosa. Really, stuff like that. Sheehan was telling me, you don't want Crawford. I was asking him, what's wrong with Crawford? First, Vince Germano also jumped in saying, I was just about to message you, mate, with the same thoughts. Crawford, Morrow, and Henderson. That's the other one, Gerald Henderson, that didn't get traded. He says they all could have been had for a song. Kahn dropped the ball. Mm-hmm. What do you like?
Definitely.
Do you like that statement?
I agree with that, yeah.
Major nod in approval right there from the forecaster. So I asked Sheehan, what's wrong with Jordan Crawford? His comment says, yep, he's a chucker, a ball stopper, and a low basketball IQ guy. Think a less talented Nick Young. That is an indictment right there for
It's still
Jordan.
better than Berea and Luke.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. I was saying he sounds like Berea, but I remember Jamal Crawford had the same label. But sadly, I still like him more than Luke and Berea, like you just said. Yeah, I mean, Luke and Berea, it's like, yeah, I would rather have Jordan Crawford.
Yeah.
I mean, 16 points a game is what it is. It is what it is.
I would have liked them while we were watching the draft.
Yeah, that was that night. Was the 2010? Yep, 2010 draft, the Wesley Johnson draft. Yeah, we always have, like, we have our early, top 5 pick, the Flynn's, the Johnsons, and the Derek Williamses, and then we'd always have the pick like 18th, 20th, and we'd always trade down and trade down and trade down because we're so broke, and we just, I don't know, and David Kahn just never is pleased with anybody down there for whatever flippin' reason.
Kahn was doing his job. He had to line those pockets.
Yep, we had
Taylor's pockets,
especially after costing Taylor $4 million a year to the worst head coach of all time.
Yeah, it was basically paying him back.
Kurt Bleepin. Okay, do I have to say that name anymore? Kurt Bleepin Rambis. If he ever coaches again, I think whoever it is should be fired immediately for hiring him. Worst coach ever. So yeah, that was what it was. They're making up for $4 million, literally getting burned in a fireplace. Sheehan saying I would have liked Morrow instead. So he agrees with you on that right there. Yeah. I remember you were a really big backer of Morrow going into this draft.
The thing with Morrow is, he wasn't getting that many minutes.
Yeah.
So for all we know, he could have been worse
with the Hawks. Yeah.
Worse with the Hawks. Mm-hmm. But Crawford, you know what you're getting, and he showed that he's not afraid to take that last shot. And I'd rather Crawford take the last shot than Shved right now.
Yeah, Shved is not clutch at all. That's a fact.
No. He can score. That's about it. But it's not like, again, I don't know why I keep going to Matthews from the Blazers.
You keep thinking of Wesley?
Yeah. I don't know why I keep going there. But Matthews, he gets the ball. He shoots a three. You're thinking it's going in. Shved is kind of like, I hope that goes in. You know.
Yeah, his percentage is not that good. It's like 30, you know? He's got a potential to be really good, but he's not there yet.
Yeah.
That's all. And, we want, I don't know, it's nice to have some depth. Shved is a nice shooting guard. That's what I believe the Twitter we're going to get to in a second talked about Shved and Budinger. So it's like, what do you need a shooting guard for? We have Shved and Budinger. But it's like, we did. Yeah.
I want to see Shved at point guard.
He can play it. At least, like a backup point guard, maybe some shooting guard.
Yeah.
Some shooting guard, some point guard, right?
Yeah. Depends on who we have at shooting guard.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people say, if we get Lee, we shouldn't try to get Lee, because if we have Lee, and then the draft comes, we go draft a guy, so we'll have a rookie, Lee, and Shved at shooting guard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's kind of like, I want to try Shved at point guard and see what happens with that.
He looks, his passing is really good. It is.
Yeah.
He'll turn the ball over a little bit, but so does Rubio, and Rubio is one of the best passers in the league. Yeah. Yep. So, it happens. Usually the better passing point guards are going to get some turnovers. Yeah.
But Rubio offsets that. Whenever there's a turnover and they see his fault, he's going for that ball. He's going for a steal, make up for that.
Yeah, he has like a steal to turnover ratio. He's ahead in the steals category. He's that good at getting steals. He's got a little, I don't want to say the name because I hated him, John Stockton in him. But in the steal department, his passing's more fun to watch than John Stinkin' Stockton, who was a great player, by the way. But you love how I did that. He was a great player, but I freaking hated him. I mean, the Utah Jazz were like the early Spurs. Just, we got sick of looking at those SOBs. Just sick of looking at them. They were together too long, just like the Spurs, yes. Whoa, that's a weird-looking picture. Luke Ridnour looks like he, in this picture on the old post by Brett Jacobson. I don't know what it looks like he's doing. He looks like he's getting crushed by a monster or something. I don't know. We have, yes. I don't think I mentioned this in the last show. I'll just mention it anyway for now. He says another guy I'd picked for the T-Wolves is Marshawn Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have liked it, and Courtney Lee. Did I say this? Yeah, I did say it. Like, what's going to happen with Courtney Lee with the Celtics after they got Jamal Crawford, and we didn't trade for him?
Yeah.
He's staying there. Marshawn Brooks behind Joe Johnson, who hit a game-winning shot the other night and a game-tying shot, is behind Joe Johnson, and he's still sitting there on that roster.
Yeah, Marshawn's not going to see any minutes behind Johnson.
No, not at all. Especially when they're paying Johnson like $7 billion.
Yeah.
And Chris Humphrey and whatever, right? No. Yeah, but why can't we get one of these guys?
Yeah, there were just so many shooting guards that got traded that we should have snagged.
We should have got something.
Yeah.
It's doable. They weren't that expensive. And their contracts are really low, too. Like,
that's the thing, yeah.
Yeah. Courtney Lee's making, what? Is he making 3 or 4? He's hardly anything. In the grand scheme of things. Now, to us, obviously, we know that's a bajillion dollars to us.
But 5.
5?
I'm quite sure, yeah.
Yeah, which isn't bad if he can. He could start on this team.
Yeah.
No, we don't think he's the answer to all of our problems, but I think we think he can help be a starting shooting guard. Marshawn Brooks, same thing. Ronnie Brewer is a nice defensive player at $1.1 million a year. That is pocket change.
I mean, we're not picking anyone up off of free agency.
Yeah.
So
not a miracle. Well, no, I don't know. Some will sign somebody, but I don't know. I hope.
Well, since it didn't happen, this season
with Roy, me boy, yeah.
Crawford, Lee, Mayo.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yeah, as I'm thinking, that's right.
A lot of guys.
They're already signed. Yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, I'm all excited. It's like, no, there's nobody. Vince bringing up the other guy, Gerald Henderson. Could be had for a first-round pick. The Wolves should be all over it. Not sure if they were or weren't, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. As I'm glad we didn't give up a pick because I'm getting sick of trading picks all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's all we do, it seems like.
Well, I think they went to the second round?
Yeah.
Yeah, second round.
Was it? Oh, they wanted first.
Was it first?
That's the one thing I don't like is having to give up a first-rounder, but it depends.
Oh, excuse me. I'm thinking second because we have 2.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We do have 2, don't we? Maybe the later one, but I'm. Yeah, I mean, Gerald Henderson. That's a guy who's going to be, he's a worthy guy at like the 20th pick. He'd be a great pick for that.
Yeah.
But Buttinger, yes and no for the 18th last year.
Well,
yes
Buttinger,
or no?
That whole thing was just a rental to me. I mean,
we don't know if he's coming back. We don't even know.
And how much?
Yep.
We would have been so much better off if we would have let him stay on the Rockets.
Yeah.
He would have gotten any type of playing time, even if he was healthy.
Yeah. Yep. Torn meniscus now, unfortunately, maybe in the next couple of weeks you might be seeing him. Maybe. That'd be nice for a little pretend run for the playoffs. No, hopefully. Oh, look at me. I'm so negative. All right. Sorry, guys. We're not trying to be. It's just, it is what it is, right? Vince Germano continuing the Henderson conversation, saying, would form a nice trio with Rubio and Love, plus it would send a message to Love. We are trying to get this team contending sooner rather than later. Yeah, absolutely. Vince jumping in saying, trade Howard for Meeks and Love, or Howard and Meeks for Love. Well, there you go. Yeah, let's do it. No, I'm kidding.
Then, again, we'll be stuck with 2 centers.
Yeah. Like trading Love would be pointless in that move because, Peck and Howard, that would never work.
Yeah.
Which obviously Vince already knows, I'm sure. Yeah, it's like, he's just having fun with that one, I think, too. Because I was saying we need a shooting guard. Really, they just want love there. What's it?
Let me mention this real quick. Something I noticed about last game that that was said about Peck.
Yeah.
And the reason why he sat.
Oh, yeah. He didn't get much playing time last night. Like 22 minutes. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Even though Peterson was saying that Peck just can't play against shot blockers.
Perkins? Like the Perkins of the world? Yeah.
Yeah, Ibaka.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yep. The Ibaka. Yeah.
And that
Blockout.
was scary. I mean, he played. We've used Pekovic against Oklahoma before, but to have him sit and just saying that he's, this isn't a game that he should be in because he can't make any shots.
That is not good.
I mean, this is a team that we have to get past to win.
Yeah.
So
if that's the plan,
yeah. I mean, the point isn't just using him to beat other teams that aren't going to be in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I mean, we need a guy who can beat the top teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
And for him to just sit and say, "Hey, they blocked too much for him,"
that's bad news.
Yeah, defense is too strong. This isn't his type of game.
Yep, he's too short, or this or that. He's not athletic enough.
Yeah, against his team that if we want any chance of getting to the finals, we have to beat this team. But
he can't play.
Yeah,
he cannot play against those
You got to match up against the best teams, like teams in the West.
Yep.
Who are you trying to match up against? Either the Heat or maybe Boston.
Yeah.
Later, it's going to be the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm thinking about how can we beat the Heat?
Yeah, if you're out east, yeah. And here, how can you beat the Thunder or the Spurs? But really, the Thunder long term. Spurs are short term, but
plus, Pekovic is such a key part of this team.
Yeah,
you don't see the Thunder sitting Ibaka. Oh, he's a weakness against the Heat.
He's not big enough. Yeah, he's too skinny.
Yeah, you don't want a weakness against the top team that you're trying to beat in the finals.
Yeah, because that means you're going to lose. That's all it means, right? Basically,
yeah.
That means you're going to lose if it's that bad that you got to sit a guy for that long. That's horrifying.
Yeah, we got to sit Ibaka down. We don't want him going against Duncan. We don't want. I mean, that just doesn't happen. I mean, for us to do that shows that we really have to make some changes. I don't know if that's Peck, Love, AK.
Yeah, and sadly, one of them is going to probably Love and Kevin Love and Pekovic. It seems like when they play together, one of them seems to suffer a little bit.
Yeah,
like there isn't enough basketballs on the court type of situation, and there's not enough rebounds for the other. It seems like somebody's doing it, but Pekovic only gets like 7 rebounds a game when Love is healthy. So, as much as I like both of them, one of them probably has to go for a better fit, like an Ibaka type. You know what I mean? Like a Pekovic for Ibaka type.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not that the Thunder would. I mean, who knows what the Thunder would do, but it's one of those situations where obviously defensively we've rehashed this 1,000 times. Defensively, it's it is what it is, right? I mean, they're gonna score like crazy against the Loves and the Pekovics of the world, and that's a fact. That's an unfortunate fact that a lot of local Timberwolves fans don't seem to want to admit. Again, that's not a shot at anyone out there. I'm just saying, it's not all rosy in the pasture. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's not all beds of roses in Target Center. Even when everyone's healthy, it's a good team, 50-win team, but this duo right here, Timberwolves Explosion, we want to win a championship. Yeah. I mean, we want to win the ring. We want the ring, not to make the playoffs. We've been there like 9 times, but we got beat like 8 out of 9 times in the first round.
Yeah, we got our eyes on the prize.
Yeah, we want to win a title. And because the possibility exists when you have a Ricky Rubio and Kevin Love. It exists. Man, Pekovic was awesome against those Sixers. But, yeah, to see him drop off like against the Thunder and to be told about that type of liability. Holy Toledo, man. That really hurts hearing that, doesn't it? So, yes, even Jim Peterson talked about it. So, if you're mad at us, you have to get mad at Peterson, too, because we're Jim Peterson's the 3rd member of Timberwolves Explosion. Isn't he, though? I think he is.
Think alike, yeah.
I think he is. Yeah, we're very similar. A lot of us, he's very similar to us. Excuse me. Now that my English is English again. Vince Germano continuing saying, what was I saying? I got a really crappy feeling nothing is going to happen. I could just feel it the night before the trade deadline because there was no rumors. No rumors at all. That's like, it's over. You know?
We're dealing with Kahn here.
Yeah.
We don't know what Adelman's going to do. He's pretty much set on the roster for whatever reason.
Yeah. You could just tell, yeah. And I don't know why we like to start people out of position, but it's just the way it's... Band-Aids, it's just what it is. It's Band-Aids.
At least get rid of Roy. That would have been... Yeah. You would think someone wants, $5 million expiring.
Yeah, if you want to give us a guy that's on a 3-year deal, but just because you want to get him out of there, maybe he'd be a better fit here. Maybe. It depends, hopefully. Vince saying, yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the Lakers will bugger off Howard. Kahn is crazy if he's not calling the Bobcats about Henderson. And
yeah.
That's a $1 million question. Did he ever call the Bobcats about Henderson? Hard to say. I'm not hearing anything. I'm not the biggest insider in the world at this point in time. Maybe someday, but no.
Well, to me, I feel if he did, something should have been done.
Yeah, it's doable unless they wanted like 15th pick or something, or higher.
Even then, you have to think that with our draft history, we better get someone now who's proven. It's better to get someone proven now.
Yeah, because Budinger was not proven. Budinger, am I saying it right? Budinger. I keep saying Budinger. Budinger was not a majorly proven guy, and we traded an 18th pick for him, which with no guarantees coming back after one little year. Yeah, so that was one of those. It's like, yeah, he was a warm body, but not really that warm,
Yeah, the other thing about that is better to get someone. A lot of people say it's better not to get these guys.
Yeah.
But if we can trade for them now and have them long term, then why not?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That would be the way to go, I think. All right, so briefly we continue here. He says Vince Germano continuing again saying if Kahn does make a move, he's got to make a splash, not a sideways move. Yeah, that would have been. That's what we really were hoping for. There we go. Yep, there it is. Vince Germano saying when I was talking about if there's any lateral moves, there will be yet another angry show to listen to. And Vince saying, I fear Marcus will unleash a reign of terror on David Kahn.
Like, I want him fired. I want him fired.
You want Kahn out of here, don't you?
Well, I think after this season he's done. Any move involving Berea, Roy, and Luke would have been a good move at this point.
Yeah, the only good move, really, that David Kahn has made was sign Alexei Shved. Really, honestly. And drafting Rubio, that just fell in our lap. That's... Yeah. It's like Adrian Peterson when he fell on the Vikings' lap. Of course they were going to take him with the 7th pick. If they didn't, then the general manager should go. Or at least should be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Like the Matt Millens in the NFL and, there's a lot of bad GMs in the NBA. Joe freaking Dumars, who used to be good, who took Darko, number 2. Worst pick, maybe, in history. Worse than Olo can't. No, equal. Anyhow.
Hey, I don't know about that now because, Flynn's not even in the league anymore.
Yeah.
Darko's hung around for...
Flynn's in the league that you call the No Ballers League. The NBL in Australia.
And Darko has a ring. I want to forget about that.
So does Eddie Curry. Eddie Curry has a ring. Darko, Juwan Howard, who was a good player long ago, back in the 40s.
That's true.
No, I'm kidding. Back in the 90s, not in the 2000s at all, basically.
Yeah, we just our draft picks. We don't have Wesley Johnson anymore. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, he's going to be out of the league, too. He has to be. If he's not out of the league, I'll be shocked.
He had a good game against...
How dare you?
Yeah, last game he had a good game.
How
Beasley's the one that might not be in the league.
Oh, my God, Beasley's a pile.
That's why that contract's done.
Beasley is a pile... Yeah, you know what I'm going to say. He's a POS. Yeah, did you... Okay, I'll mention this real quick. On Shacked and a Fool last week, I didn't even mention it on last week's show, but yeah, this is what Beasley did. This is how smart Beasley is as a basketball player. Let's see, you got a 4-on-1, right? 4-on-1 fast break. That means there's 4 of you and 1 of them, right? The defender's standing in the middle. You got 3 other guys to pass the ball to. He passes it directly to the defender. And that left Lindsey Hunter laughing hard, really cracking up, really big time laughter. That's how bad of a play.
Yeah, that was laughing at yourself. Oh, I'm benching you, man.
Oh man,
that's that I'm benching you. Done. Laugh.
You're done. Yeah.
I can't believe I just put you in. I'm laughing at myself.
He's mentally ill, isn't he?
Well, it looked like he and Hunter were friends.
They must be.
When Hunter first got the job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think that whole friendship, it's not going to allow BZ to get as many minutes.
Yeah, it's a bunch of cockadookie, isn't it? Don't you love Beasley?
I liked him personality-wise, but now it's.
We thought he was a good offensive. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he was. But now, I thought, actually, when the Suns first got him, I'm thinking, okay, well, this might be his chance. He's with Nash.
Yes. Holy cow.
Nash isn't there.
Yeah, that's the problem. Whoops, sorry, that's right. Yeah, about that. Yeah. He's not on the Lakers either, though, is he? Oh, did I say that, right? Nash isn't on the Lakers either. It's just a guy who looks like him. It's Stephen Nash. Okay, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought Beasley would have been better than this, but
nope. It's like a couple of years ago when the Wolves got rid of the Mike James, Ricky Davises of the team. Those piles of, and then they absolutely never played again because they were that bad. They really weren't good players. All right, so to move along here, Sebastian Ball's saying he was going to his first Timberwolves game tonight, and that was on Wednesday against the Sixers, and they won, baby! Congratulations, Sebastian. Welcome to the Timberwolves. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening again, and always going to those games. That's fantastic to hear. He says, such a great game. Rubio shoots like he has a stick up his ass, just saying. Ouch. Yeah, shooting isn't always the best, is it? He continues saying...
He's not afraid to shoot, though, which is a good thing.
Yeah, we need somebody like that. Somebody that actually shoots and doesn't try to flop. JJ? Okay, sorry. He says it was pretty empty, but definitely interesting. Yep, he missed. Yeah, he typoed. Yeah, he said, it was pretty, but definitely interesting, and he fixed it. Yeah, that's too bad that it was kind of empty there, but we noticed in the past, watching on TV, obviously, when guys are shooting free throws and such, it's like, heck, there's nobody there, but I guess it's just one of those things. It's kind of why the ratings have been taking a hit in the last month or so. The team, too many injuries, a lot of the fan base kind of bandwagon, I hate to say. It's just the way it is. I mean, they either love or hate this team, I guess. Kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame. Vince Germano jumping in, so a few more on Facebook here for you guys. Then there's only like a couple Twitter, so not much longer. Then we had to break and get to the game reviews and such. Vince Germano saying Peck looks like he's going to kill to beat. Oh, that's painful, isn't it? That's painful because unfortunately it just didn't happen that way. Not that the beat was anything special, but Pekovic really wasn't either. So now we got a little conversation going on here. Vince saying, I said before, and I'll say it again, start Shved now and quicken his development. Hank McCoy saying, trade everyone except Rubio and start again. This team is an injury-riddled mess. Kahn! Vince Germano saying, you idiot. I love that. Courtside at its finest right there. Vince again saying, for all of Berea's shortcomings, he's got a lot of ticker. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, right? Where he's got, he's got heart, no doubt about it. Yeah. He's one of those guys, though. When he's playing his role, he's at his best. When he's trying to be a leader, he's a pest. He's a pest when he's trying to be a leader. Oh, you like that? You like the rhyme? That's about it, huh? I remember off the mic he was thinking about, so was Mark Madsen, right? Is that how you said it?
Yeah.
He had a lot of ticker. Stu Benson saying, agree with Vincenzo. Let the record show. Let the record show. I love how he says that. That I picked Shved and Sacre as two rookies to watch this season in the courtside preseason prediction banter. No one waves the towel like Sacre. Sacre bleu. Okay, sorry, I didn't say that, did I? Sacre bleu, huh? No one waves a towel like Sacre. Vinny G. Vince Germano saying, watching OKC v Timberwolves, and I gotta agree with Marcus. Why the heck isn't Chris Johnson getting minutes? Especially against this athletic front line of OKC.
Yeah.
There's the nod in approval, the famous nod of approval, right? Why is... Yeah.
I don't know. Someone needs to ask Adelman. Someone.
Chris Johnson's not that bad, is he?
Maybe Jim Pete.
Yeah, Jim. Come on, Jim.
Let's walk up to Adelman and come on, buddy. What are you doing?
All right, now, Rick, we need to ask you this question really quick. Okay, sorry. I love his voice.
Yeah, so what's the deal? Why did we even sign him?
Yeah,
we're not going to use him.
Do we sign him just to say, you know what, go sit down?
Yeah.
And that's it. He can play a little bit. He's not the best player ever, but...
Yeah, he could really play. I mean, he was shooting, what was that, 72%?
He was putting him in the basket. Yeah,
it wasn't like...
the object of the game.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot of games under his belt, but still, he showed improvement. And, again, this might be a guy who, if we can get some development in him, see what happens with him, a cheap alternative than keeping Steamsma.
Yeah, Steamsma is not really... He doesn't really have any special skills outside of the shot block.
Yeah, he's inspired
here and there.
And even that. I mean, he did get some pretty good blocks, but
yes,
that's his overall game.
Steamy?
Yeah,
steamer. Yep.
Yeah, just isn't worth how much you're paying him.
Not really. Only $2.5. Yeah, or $2.5 million. Not only. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's expiring.
Yeah, because it's a team option, right?
Yeah, he's inspiring.
If you're the GM, definitely, right? You're like, he's out of here. But we'll see what they do. But
we should say any GM come next season.
Yeah, he's not that.
Have that type of common sense. Yeah.
Chris Johnson's got more basketball skills than Steamsma. You don't see Steamsma putting down, lobs the way Johnson does. And get the fan on the feet. Those seats are empty.
Steamsma's trying to. He's trying to get some.
You got a little grit.
Little lob swagger going, but his overall game is just too inconsistent.
Yeah, it is. Come on. It really is. So we move to Steamsma again. Vince Germano saying, what happened to Steamer's shot blocking? It's hopeless. Hank saying he doesn't play along KG anymore. Yeah, and it is. But then right when that happened, Vince saying, and right as I say it, he blocks Durant's shot. That was funny. And it's true. Final post on the Facebook page saying, Peck's got to develop a mid-range game because when he's struggling like he is today, he needs something else to go to in the defensive end. Yeah, something more than that. Go ahead.
That's true. I've thought the same thing. And I think it was that game that we beat Oklahoma that he actually shot the mid-range.
Yeah, he did a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, it was kind of like, one. What the, why? It was like a Robin shot. Robin shooting a three-pointer.
Robin Lopez. Excuse me.
Yeah, it worries me. It's like, like Vince said. I mean, he needs to round out his game. And can we pay a guy whose game isn't that full, close to max deal?
Yeah, I mean, he could be demanding $60 million at least.
Yeah.
60 for 4, like Kevin Love. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, it's
if we were like the Thunder and he was like a piece that matched up well with everyone else, like Ibaka makes up for Perkins' shortcomings.
Yeah, really. Yeah,
and it's like Peck doesn't do that with Love. So why would we give him so much money when they don't really complement each other that well?
Yeah, that's the key. They don't complement each other that well, like we were saying earlier. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, it drives me nuts, the baby hook shot, and in the past, like last year he had some nice post moves, like phenomenal post moves, and it seemed like he went away from it and went to that little baby hook shot with that little bunny hop. It's like, well, I hate when players do that. Like, I've said in the past probably 100 times, El Jefferson did the same thing. Great post moves, fantastic. Hakeem Olajuwon, baby. Tim Duncan type, up and under, all that stuff. Maybe not as good, but you get the idea. And then the next year, baby hook. And that's it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
They're getting as creative as the entertainment industry. Like back in the 80s, the entertainment industry was extremely creative. Today, we're doing Jack and the Beanstalk and Vampire Abraham Lincoln. What's going on here? What the hell is this? Whatever happened to Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, I just don't understand what's going on with this team. Like, I don't know why players seem to get worse.
Yeah, they get lazy with there's no creativity. It doesn't exist in this planet. So now we quickly, if you're ready, quickly switch over to the Twitter account at Wolves Explosion and at
Forecaster TE.
That's right. So those are the accounts. The Wolves Explosion one is here briefly. Let's see. Here we go. Mr. Train at Mr. Train. That being V Train. Boy, we missed that basketball show. That has been missing in action for over a month. We miss you guys. Just letting you know that. He's teasing us about the whole Courtney Lee thing. We talk about him all the bleeping time. Now we don't get to for at least until the summer. He says, you guys got to forget about Courtney Lee to solve the T-Wolves problems. Why not Ridnour for Gerald Green? Look at you. Come on, mate. No. Gerald Green. I hope he's teasing us. No, and
he's got to be.
Ridnour, I think I've already given my opinions here and there, outside of a nice little baseline and floater. Gerald Green, though, man, he was good on the Nets, but who else is he good on? It's Boston. He was good on Boston, wasn't he? I forgot about that. He's kind of like Felton with the Knicks. Like when Felton's awesome on the Knicks and terrible on everybody else. Yeah. He went to Portland and just died for a year. Isn't that funny how some players are like that? Calgary Flames, for hockey fans, Michael Camilleri, he goes to Calgary, he's unbelievable. He goes anywhere else, it's like, what the hell? And then he goes back to Calgary and blows up again. So I guess Gerald Green should go back to the Nets, huh? For Marchand Brooks, hey! Okay, sorry, I didn't say that. Indiana would, huh?
I'm saying so no to that trade.
Yeah, really. Yeah, even though I don't like Ridnour or Gerald Green, well, yeah. Here it is, Vince Germano saying, what the hell is Kahn doing?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't. That was on the trade deadline. Nothing happened. Zip. Zilch. Zach Snyder, the final post on the Twitter account really quick here, saying that he was reprimanding me about the whole, I said, I really, call me crazy, but I really wanted Ronnie Brewer for Luke Ridnour. He says, other than good D, he wouldn't add much to this team. Would rather give Shved and Buttinger the playing time. But what about him?
I think, we definitely need D.
Yeah.
Especially in the backcourt, because it's non-existent. Especially when Luke is trying to guard Kobe and you got Barea out there. I mean, you got a bunch of flopping and fouling going on when you got those two in the court together. Mm-hmm. And, Ronnie would have been great here. Even Kobe said that he doesn't like to go to play against Ronnie Brewer when he plays the Knicks.
Yeah.
Exactly. That would have been a great trade. And like I
think so.
Like you were saying.
Yeah.
About, the playing time.
Yeah, the playing time. Yeah, the whole key with the playing time is, see, the whole situation. Shved and Buttinger are versatile. Shved can play point guard and shooting guard. Buttinger can play small forward and shooting guard. And also, you got to factor in, Luke Ridnour would be gone. So all of those minutes could go to the Brewer. Could go to, like, Ronnie Brewer. And Shved and Buttinger can have similar playing time. Or maybe you take some of Brewer, some of those minutes away from Brewer to Shved and Buttinger. If they outplay Brewer, so be it.
Yeah.
If they outplay him, great. If they don't, well, then that means Ronnie Brewer's outplaying them and he should be playing.
Yeah, who's lost, so at least get rid of Luke.
Yeah.
Or Barea.
Yep. And then you could also take more minutes from Barea. If he's trying to go out there and be hero ball and be the captain, he thinks he's the captain of the team. Sit down, Buttinger. Get out there, Shved. You're the starting shooting guard, or maybe he. Well, I don't know about starting point guard. If Rubio was hurt, I don't know if you'd even want to do that. Maybe.
Well, I would definitely try to get rid of Barea first. But yeah. Either one.
Yeah. Yeah, Barea versus Luke. Yeah. Yep. I'm guessing he will be. Well, maybe not. Who knows? Look at me bouncing around, right?
Well, unfortunately, right now, unless we pack on a lot of sweeteners, looks like they're both here to stay.
For the time being, at least. Luke will be expiring during next season, though. Next season will be the final year of his 4-year ditty already. 4 years already. I don't think we're going to be chanting 4 more years at the end. Okay, I didn't say that. I don't think we'll be chanting that, will we? Will you be having a little political sign of Luke Ridnour saying 4 more years?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no. He's an okay backup. Starting, no. Major minutes, hell no. No, not unless he stops putting his hand on a guy when he's driving to the basket at the last second. Then maybe we'll think about it. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, so with that, Twitter accounts again, at Wolves Explosion and...
Forecaster TE.
Yes.
At Forecaster TE.
Yes, sir. That's how you get on the Twitter account. Do get on there. Do give us a follow. We'd appreciate it. Don't forget to like Timberwolves Explosion on Facebook. So with that, we will take a quick break. Then we will do some brief game reviews. We will go over all the trades, the real exciting trades, over the trade deadline. And then, of course, we will do an ode for the great, one of the greatest owners in the history of professional sports. We will close the show with that. But, of course, we will do our weekly pluses and minuses for the Timberwolves. You know about those. Yes, sir. We will be right back right after this. So, aren't you glad that the Timberwolves solved their shooting guard woes?
We didn't do anything, man.
But I thought it was going to be Luke for Ronnie Brewer.
I thought so too, but that didn't happen.
So you mean to tell me what about Anthony Moore?
No.
We didn't get Jordan Crawford.
Nope.
Courtney Lee was
nothing.
Not even Courtney Lee.
Not even Courtney.
We didn't get a shot blocking center. Another Kahn deadline. And we are back here on Timberwolves Explosion, episode number 96, which is a reminder for all of you listeners out there on your iPods, your MP3 players, and your Android devices. You got iTunes for the Apple, you got Double Twist for Android, and Stitcher for Android. Oh yeah, and on the Windows phones, all you have to do is search in the store for Timberwolves Explosion, and there you go, rock and roll. Thank you again for listening. I am Joey Awajan, back with Marcus, the forecaster. Here we go. We're going to review some Timberwolves games, but really briefly, howlintwolf.com, howlintwolf.com. Go to that website. They blog. They are fantastic. They keep up with the Timberwolves, positives and negatives, a lot like Timberwolves Explosion. That's why I wanted to join up with them, meet up with them. They were nice enough to put a link to Timberwolves Explosion on their webpage. So we are nice enough to mention them on Timberwolves Explosion. Thank you again, Jonah, Derek, and Tom. You guys are fantastic. Great bloggers. Keep up with the Wolves. That's what's the most important part if you want to go to a Timberwolves website, is that it is always there, always current. Fantastic. All right, well, speaking of the current Timberwolves, a fantastic that we won the game, not a fantastic played game. February the 20th. Wednesday, the 76ers come to town, Minnesota. Victors over the Sixers, 94-87 in a game of, here, you win. No, you win. No, you win. No, I don't want to play. I don't want to win this game. No, seriously, I don't want to win.
That's exactly what it looked like to me.
They couldn't make free throws. They couldn't make layups. They turned the ball over every single possession. It was like, what is this crap? Come on, guys, just win the damn game.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like. No, you take it. No, I insist, you take it. No.
Hot potato, right? Hot potato. 94-87. Yeah, it was pretty. Both of these games were boring in their own way. Like this one, well, the first quarter was freaking awesome, but after that, it was like, okay, what the hell is this? Jeez, man. The first quarter was really epic. Excuse me for that, saying that word. I am not a teenager at all. Anyhow, 35-25. No offense, Sebastian. Excuse me. 35-25. Wolves win that, and, well, that was the difference. Ultimately, the rest of the game was just kind of a seesaw. Hot sauce. Seesaw battle between two teams that didn't want to win. Really. Drew Holiday kind of stunk. Pekovic was phenomenal. Except when he was missing free throws. He only made 9 of 15. Ricky Rubio made 9 of 12. That's not too bad, but he missed some key ones late in the game. Ridnour was 2 of 8 from 3-point. No, it was from the field goal from the court. Excuse me. Yeah, whatever, right? Classic Ridnour. But a fun game for the Wolves. Rubio's statistics down significantly this week. Generally. Assist to turnover ratio, 1-1. Did manage to get 3 steals, but he had equal assists and turnovers in this game. Oh my God, Rubio is going evil.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Rebounds, assists, and turnovers. It was the number of man. 6, 6, 6. And a 3. Ooh, yeah, see? Had the steals. Okay. And an 11 for points. Okay. And this is getting kind of creepy, isn't it? Good thing he was 9 of 12 from the free throw line, not one less free throw attempted. This guy is the devil, man. Yep, 1 of 4 is -3. And 5, this is getting kind of freaky. Yeah, Ricky, you better stay away from these statistics here. It's a little creepy, isn't it? You scared?
A little bit.
This is creepy. Pekovic with a Kevin Love-like performance statistically. Andrei Kirilenko returning. Hey, man, awesome. Awesome
Yeah.
Andrei Kirilenko type of night. The stat-filling machine. 3 blocks, 2 steals. That's awesome. 5 assists.
Welcome back to my fantasy league.
Yes, welcome back, Andre. And who the hell is Dante Cunningham? I never heard of him. What the hell is this?
Yeah,
I don't think he's put.
it's pretty bad.
He's vanished the past week or two, hasn't it? Yeah, I think he's going to win an award. Yes, I think he is. No, I know who I'm going to give it to because I'm just a mean, evil SOB. Yeah, but Cunningham's going to be right there too. Shved's been kind of invisible lately too. And it sucks because I want him to succeed. Poor Jellabella is starting now. He's the next Chris Johnson, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, those poor guys. They got signed and they're going to just get, Chris Johnson, yep, another DNP. A DNP for Greg Steemsma. That is the most interesting statistic right there of the whole night. Who was the backup center in this game? I guess
Peck played 41 minutes.
Yeah, Peck was playing that well that was it. No centers, basically, the whole game. I guess it was Cunningham was the only other logical guy it could have been because it's not going to be Kirilenko. Derek Williams is not tall enough. Derek Williams is a funny player. He is his first quarters are freaking awesome sometimes, but then it's he got 17 points. I thought he had 12 in the first quarter. Okay, well, that's good numbers, I guess, but 12? What happened? What happened to the rest of the game here? Yeah, that's kind of how the Wolves played, though. All right. Well, I mean, it was a fun game that we won. It was fun that we won, but there's no clutch ability of either team. Pekovic has had a great game, and that about sums it up. Probably not much more to add for the time being. Yep. So now we go to last night's game against Oklahoma. Wow. How many points did we give up in this game? I mean, really? Did this game go to triple overtime like last year? Nope. That's why we need Ronnie Brewer. Needed. Look at the point totals per quarter for Oklahoma. The first quarter, 33. Second quarter, 33. Third quarter, 34. Fourth quarter, 27. They just fell asleep.
Well, they sat the starters down, that's why.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Because when you do the math here, and obviously we saw it happen anyway, but even if you just didn't see the game and you do the math, how many points did Oklahoma City have when you take away their fourth quarter? How many points did they have after 3 quarters? Triple digits, ladies and gentlemen. 100 points after 3 quarters. That spells LOSS. Without a doubt. Oklahoma just walked over the Wolves last night. Greg Steemsma played and had some huge minutes, or huge numbers last night, actually. Excuse me.
Got 4 blocks.
The Wolves bench was awesome last night. Steemsma, that's probably his best game as a Wolf. My God, Steemsma just tore it up last night. But, yeah, probably a lot of his garbage time. And the fact that Pekovic was invisible. 4 field goal attempts, 1 made. Way to follow up a 28 and 18 game. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What is this? 5 points and 2 rebounds? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be negative. It's just, you look at the stat line, and obviously you saw what you saw last night. You didn't see anything, did you? Did you see anything?
No.
There's just a totally different human being on the court. You still had the same tattoos and the same arms and legs, but Wasn't the same person.
It's a bad sign.
That sucks. That really sucks.
I think Rubio had a good game.
Rubio was
5
awesome.
steals, yeah.
He had 1 turnover to 5 steals.
Yeah.
That is awesome. 9 assists. 9 assists. So, yes. Rubio, you are the man. Really. Awesome night. Not the sexiest thing against Philadelphia, but he was good enough to be, I guess, kind of the best. No, he was not the best player. It was Pekovic, but not bad. I mean, but he was great. He was great last night, Rubio. Other than that, though, the starters kind of stunk. For the most part. Kulinga was good in brief time. He shot really well, but Derek Williams, what is this? See, there it is. There it is again, 3 of 14. Yuck. Yuck. Shved was really good, but a lot of it was like we were already down by like 100 points, so it's like it didn't help.
Yeah.
Steensma, same thing, but Steensma had to play last night, and he actually stepped up pretty well.
Yeah.
Considering, right? Considering the circumstances, Steensma played pretty damn well. There's your shot blocking center.
Fine,
in almost March, right? Took a little while, yes. But overall, it's just Westbrook. I hate him. I hate Westbrook. I hate him. He had the kind of game that Gary Payton used to have. Yet both of them played great. Rubio and Westbrook, both point guards. Point gunner in Westbrook. 12 and 22. You're looking at the field goal attempts? Yeah, 12 field goal attempts for Rubio, 22 for the true gun man.
Well, Westbrook made as many as Rubio attempted.
Yeah, that sucks. Actually, one more, too, if you want to add that in.
Yeah.
And this was the game of the infamous 4-point player. Way to go, Luke Ridnour. Way to go. Right when we were kind of, sort of, looking a little bit respectable out there at times, leave it to Ridney. Leave it to Riddy.
Yeah, the game was over. The game is over when you see a Daniel Orton sighting.
Who?
Daniel Orton.
Oh my God, he
looks like a bigger Westbrook.
You mean Kyle Orton, the quarterback for the Chicago Bears a few years ago?
Daniel Orton. Yeah.
Never heard of him. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, basically. I mean, I kind of have heard of him. Kind of. Yeah, I've heard of him a little bit. Perry Jones, man, he's gonna be an all-star, Marcus. Okay, that's an inside shot against somebody. Yes? No, I don't know about that yet, huh?
That's another thing. Oklahoma is really deep. I would have liked to trade for Perry Jones or Jeremy Lamb. That would have been nice.
Yeah, really. I mean, why can't we get
somebody?
And why do they need Ronnie Brewer? Yeah, why do they need Ronnie? They have Cephalosha. You greedy SOB. Why do you need Ronnie Brewer?
Yeah.
Can we get Steve's up for a debate? There we go. Nah, that would be a lateral move. That would be a lateral move, wouldn't it? Steve's up for a debate.
Come on, Oklahoma. Give us Lamb.
Please? Or Perry Jones, man. We could give you a J.J. Barea.
Steemsma. Huh?
Yes, Steemsma for debate. Steemsma and Barea for Tabit and Lamb. Yes. Or Perry Jones. Yeah.
Perry Jones, yeah.
Yes.
He's not going to get any minutes.
Who's this sixth man they got? This
Especially
Kevin Martin?
Jeremy Lamb now.
Yeah, really. Jeremy Lamb can play a little bit, can't he?
He's not getting any minutes there, not on that team. So
no, impossible. Unless you can play center.
Give him up.
Yeah, give him up. Unless you can play center, because Perks, yeah, he sucks. Did I say that? Yeah, he does. Most of the time. Why do they need Ronnie Brewer? I'm so annoyed with this freaking... Okay, yeah, I'm annoyed. I am. Wolves need Ronnie Brewer. And no, we understand, to close on this bit with Ronnie Brewer, we understand he's not the savior. He's not going to solve every problem for the Wolves, but you know what? He's a need. He fits a need.
Yes. Yep.
He fits a need. He does. He does. And he's not going to gun you out of a game. He's not going to make you want to like put your head through a mirror or something. You know what I mean? Like Barea or Ridnour. That's why we call them dumb.
It's pretty frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a fun week. Unfortunately, no, yeah, you went one. Gosh, I went 2-0 this week. You went 1-1 in Marcus's forecast and Paladino's predictions. Man, the struggle continues, doesn't it? We're trying. They're both about, what am I, like 4 games under 300, 500 year, 5 games under 500. We're trying. Toughest team to predict in the league, and when injuries seem to happen whenever they feel like it.
Yep.
So this was last night, February the 22nd. It kind of was what we expected, but maybe a little bit more points. Yeah, very high scoring game. Lakers-Celtic type game, except we weren't the Celtics. We were kind of I don't even know back then. Whatever. We were a team that didn't make the playoffs, unfortunately. So now we head into the next week before we get into the 2 things we liked and disliked, and in the weekly demerits and awards. We kind of bounce around with the order of this, but in the end, it's all the Wolves topics. So we head to Golden State tomorrow afternoon at 3:30. Yes, sir. Or, excuse me, they play Golden State Warriors come to Minnesota. We do not go to San Francisco or Oakland. Warriors come to Minnesota. I don't like the physical matchup there. I do not.
I don't either. Even without Bogut.
Even without the most injury-prone guy ever, He's very bugger out there, Bogut the bugger. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we do not win, do we? We don't win, do we?
No. We're
Loss.
not winning that game, no.
Nope, I pick a loss as well. We head to Phoenix, Arizona on the 26th, Tuesday the 26th. Minnesota in Arizona, yes.
Hey.
What do you think? Do we beat Beasley?
Hey, this is no longer the Beasley show. It's the Wesley Johnson, the Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. Wesley Matthews. Okay, yeah, right. So
I mean, if Johnson's key.
Oh yeah,
he's key. If he could play like he did when he was a rookie, that's an easy win for the Suns.
Oh, look at you.
Okay, let's go rain down. Here's a prediction. Here's a forecast.
Here it comes.
Wesley, if he starts, if he plays more than 20 minutes, he's gonna have 5 threes.
Wow. Well, he wants to get back at us, I'm sure, for trading him for like cap space.
Yeah, he's gonna have 5 threes. We're gonna win the game, but he's gonna have 5 threes.
Are we gonna win?
Yeah,
you're predicting it. Yeah, I'm picking it too.
That's a win.
I'm picking the Wolves to defeat the Suns. Yes.
Cortez playing horrible.
Yeah, and Karolinko's healthy for us. Rubio's playing well.
Yeah.
Wolves defeat the Suns, not the Warriors. So not the way they're... Even though the Warriors are actually struggling right now a little bit, but they're just a physical matchup. It's just like... It's like He-Man versus, versus the Pink Panther, Dead ant. Yeah. We head to L.A. for another Pep Fest. You know what I mean? We get to be on TNT, but it's another Pep Fest, right? It's homecoming week where, oh, yay, we're on the national stage for basically another homecoming game type of deal. Where we're like the team that gets, Yeah. We're not going to beat the Lakers in L.A. If we do, I'll be thrilled. I'll be so happy.
But I mean, not with Luke guarding Kobe.
Yeah, if Ronnie Brewer was on Kobe,
that's what I'm saying. If you would have at least traded for Ronnie Brewer, I would have said we might win.
Yeah.
Now there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, those defensive stoppers there's a reason why they're in the league. Raja Bell helped the Suns.
Yeah.
He helped. He didn't win them championships, but he helped.
Yeah, you see, there's I mean, they're important. Guys like that. I mean, look at Cephalosha. Like you said, Raja Bell.
Yeah, Bruce Bowen.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
He did win championships with that team. Yeah.
They're just like shot blockers.
Yep, you need them.
Yeah, and especially with this team, it's either a defensive specialist or Luke Ridnour.
I want a defensive specialist.
Yeah.
Do you? I don't want the dumb fouls. I don't like the shot selection is not as bad as Berea's, but it's not better than many other people's.
That's pretty bad. There's a lot of questionable shots that are being taken. Shred.
He sneezed out the shred there. Oh, poor Shred. Talented guy, but yeah, he's a rookie and he looks like a rookie. Talented rookie, but he's a rookie, and he's very skinny. Going against a guy that has done a very good job with Hakeem Olajuwon. He's learned from Hakeem. Some guys go there, but Kobe learned. He actually did learn. He didn't just go there like
that's
Amari.
That's the thing I like about Kobe. He has options now. if he can't shoot over you, it's gonna back you down.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And one final thing about the reason why the Lakers will beat the Wolves, they're playing way better right now. Way better. I think the Lakers. Are you ready for this prediction? Can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Really quickly. Now, ultimately, I think the Miami Heat will be the back-to-back world champions. And that's, I know you're like, get out of here. I think they will, the way things are headed. But I think the LA Lakers are going to the postseason. I can see they're on some type of run right now. I think they're going to make it. That doesn't mean they're going very far, but I do think they make the playoffs. Is that a gutty pick? Maybe. You think they make it?
No.
You don't think so? You think they're going to implode again?
Yeah.
That's a very believable scenario, yes.
I mean, if it depends on how many tanking teams they play towards the end of the season.
There's that, yeah. I think they're going to, I don't know.
Yeah, because if you got too many teams fighting for a position at the end, you know.
They might have,
Yeah, some teams are just going to roll over.
Yeah.
Let the Lakers waltz into the 8th spot.
It could happen, yep. Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends what Houston, how serious Houston is, teams like that.
Yeah.
Because that's the 8 and LA's the 9.
Yep.
Right now, I think LA defeats the Rockets, but we'll see. Harden's playing well, though, yeah. Ball, go ahead.
But the Rockets made some moves.
Oh, yeah, they did. They did. They
got better.
They did.
Unlike us.
Yep.
Yeah, so the Rockets are, I think they're going to keep that spot.
You think the Rockets will be the 8?
Yeah. Yep.
It's very believable. They got some players on that team. They do have some players on that roster. Yep, we'll get to those trades very, very briefly. So, really, if there's nothing more to jump, we'll get back to the Rockets probably in a second here. But, now the two things that impressed us and depressed us. Hey, there you go. Hey, you like that? Impressed and depressed us this past week. What two things impressed you?
This Rubio's his grit. I mean, he wants to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does.
I know, especially in the Oklahoma game.
Yeah.
There's no way we're going to win that game, but he was fighting to the end.
I like that, yeah.
Just like how Karolinko showed, how he'll even go for a steal, at the end of the games. Yeah, Rubio wants to win. I like that a lot.
That's all we need in our captain. That's the captain, I think. He gets to see Love as the A. Yep. Alternate, yeah.
Actually, I don't think about Love. No, honestly, I mean, I haven't heard from him. Usually guys are injured. Like I said before, they're at the games. I haven't heard a thing from Love.
It's not strange. It's very bizarre.
I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, it's his hand.
Yeah, like we asked last week, if you can fill us in on if Love is at the games, fill us in on this one because we would have seen him by now.
Where are you, Love?
We've been watching the games, guys. We've been watching the games. We're not just turning the podcast on and the box score. We lost. We actually watch these games, all of them.
Yeah, Love, we want to hear from you. If you're listening, send us a tweet.
Yes, at Wolves Explosion or at Forecaster TE.
Yep.
Hey, since you like Twitter, just
Facebook.
Rick Edelman will return next season.
Let us know. Say, hey, I'm here. I'm watching the games. I don't like what I'm seeing. Anything.
And I'm tired of you guys hating on us. Okay, sorry. That's about right.
Yeah, just anything. I can understand how he's a little upset or might be embarrassed. I don't know from what happened.
Yep.
How the fans weren't too happy about it. Yeah. Of course we're not too happy about it. But don't just disappear.
Yeah, we need you.
Yeah, support the team. Come on.
Mm-hmm. If you're one of the leaders, be a leader. Or if you're the leader, dang it. Yeah. And we're not trying to hate on him. We're just wondering what's going on, We're not trying to.
There's no hate for a reason.
There's a little hate. Yeah, a little bit.
It's not coming out of nowhere.
Just a little bit. Yeah, no, it's not coming out of nowhere.
There's reason for this. But, Love, just show up to some games, man. Just show your face. Show your face.
We would definitely appreciate it. We really would. Oh, and by the way, we thank you guys out there for the retweets out there that have helped bring more people to the show. The Tom Reeds, the Mr. Trains, and others. Thank you so much, you guys, for that. I appreciate it. Vince Germano, of course, has done it many times as well. Thank you so much, you guys. Can't do it without you. Honestly, we can't. We We need your support, all you out there that are listening. Thank you so much. It's the only way of stroking it bigger is the fans tell others about the show, and that's why I'm all about helping other shows as well. You know, those shows deserve it. You know, doggone it. The Court Size, the Believe the Hype. Believe the Hype. Yes, sir. That's Tom Reed. That basketball show. Rip City Bad Boys has brought us up on their show a few times. Those guys are awesome. Detroit Pistons, Portland Trailblazers. Yes, sir. Anyhow, continuing on now for the two things that I liked. What am I doing? I'm all over the place. Yeah, well, Rubio, shucks. Heck yeah. I mean, I've really been happy with Kirilenko's return. That's something I got to say. He's come back. He's playing pretty darn well. It seemed like before his injury, he was kind of hitting a snide a little bit. But since returning from the injury, just a few games now, a couple games, looks excellent. Very efficient. And he's back to that. What do they call it? Odd stats. He's back to filling those odd stats again. The good odd stats, the blocks and steals. And assists, believe it or not, I've been happy with him. Very. He's the other alternate captain, I think, on this team. Him and Love are the alternates, and of course, the C should go to Ricky Rubio. Very, very pleased with the play of Ricky Rubio, without a doubt. You want to talk great about Pekovic? He played great against the 76ers. I almost forgot about that game at this point with all that Oklahoma talk. But the Oklahoma game, that's one thing that did not impress me. I'm sure you're going to say the same thing, as well. I'll kind of do our little serpentine thing here. Talking like a draft there. But Pekovic is playing that Oklahoma game. Really, that bugged me. That's depressing. Very. Extremely depressing. And the play of Dante Cunningham. Yuck.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So what two things bugged you?
You pretty much covered them. Exactly.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing I can say other than that is not making any moves.
That's the number one thing. The number one thing was we didn't make any moves.
The trade deadline, just nothing. That's the only thing.
And because it's not, again, like we'll say one more time, because I know some people out there are going to be like, you can't just make a trade. Well, no, their trades were available. They were there. Yes. It was buy one, get one. You know what I mean? If you got a prime rib steak or a T-bone, marked down from its usual price of $15.99 a pound, and it's down to $7.99, and it's buy one, get one, that's basically what this was. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what this was. You got to buy, come on. Is this T-bone steak is the best brand there is. Okay, maybe not the best. I'm just... for the price, it's a good brand. There we go. It's a good brand. Excuse me. That was really dumb of me to say best brand. I'm going to get ripped now. So, yes, awards and demerits. Are you ready for the Lone Wolf Award and the Johnny Flynn Memorial? Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Who's your Lone Wolf?
Rubio.
Yes. I concur, Doctor.
Rubio.
I concur. Ricky Rubio. Yeah, you want to... Pekovic's first game was so good, but Rubio, I think, consistently, yeah. So
yep.
That's your first Lone Wolf, I think, to him. I think that's a three-peat for me. Yeah, yep. Ricky Rubio has a three-peat Lone Wolf right now.
Yeah, he's constantly getting better and better.
He looks fantastic. He looks fantastic out there. Johnny Flynn Memorial... I gotta do it. You're gonna hate me. You're gonna cry. No, maybe not. Dante Cunningham. Where have you gone?
Yeah. Yep.
Talk about hitting a snide. Look at us riding the coattails. But but these are obvious ones, aren't they? Aren't they?
Yeah, can't really go wrong. Yeah.
This one, there isn't much of even an opinion. These are just facts at this point. Rubio has been an all-star. Dante Cunningham, at least in these two games, was just, a fallen star. Really? What happened to Dante Cunningham? That's about it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the only one who you can probably mention is Barea. But Dante's played consistently worse with minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, Peck, he just didn't play against the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
But when he gets his minutes, you know what you're getting.
Yeah,
Dante,
you're going to get double-double.
Yeah.
Dante should be better than this, yeah. He's had a down week. Hopefully he can get out of it. Hopefully the snide that he's in.
Yeah, because the way it looks now, Adelman believes that Chris Johnson is only a power forward. Looks of it. Only going to play him at power forward.
Yeah.
So I guess if Dante plays a little worse, I mean, Chris Johnson might get a couple extra minutes there.
Yeah, sooner or later you might have to. Otherwise, it's rest in peace, Chris Johnson career, or at least season. So it's time to move on to the trades. We'll just read them off here quickly. Anthony Morrow. Yeah, I mean, this is just going to make us depressed, isn't it? Anthony Morrow going to Dallas for Dante Jones. Yeah, Greg Steamsma? No, I'm kidding. Basically. No, he's a little better. Golden State with Atlanta. Trade with Golden State and Atlanta here. Who again? I don't know what the heck. This is a three team trade. That's just a bunch of, Charles Jenkins and cash are going to Philadelphia for a protected second-round draft pick. They also traded Jeremy Tyler, the Warriors, to Atlanta for cash and future draft considerations, which, adds up to not too much there, but it's just the way it goes. That's kind of the classic trade deadline type of deal, where it's like, end of the bench, future draft considerations, players that aren't even in the U.S., you know what I mean? That may never come. Maybe they will, hopefully, for their sake. Good thing we didn't trade Peck, by the way, in one of those. That would have been a disaster. Goody, the Morris twins are together. Yeah, they're about as good as the Olsen twins. They're about as good as them, aren't they? Yay, Marcus Morris is going to Phoenix. Yeah. For a 2013 second-round draft pick. They also traded Patrick Patterson, Cole Aldrich, and Tony Douglas, who actually is a familiar name, to the Sacramento Kings for Thomas Robinson, Francisco Garcia, and Tyler Honeycutt. Those actually will help the Rockets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if the Lakers are going to be able to pull this off.
Those are, they might not make it. Yeah, I mean, Garcia can play a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not great, but he fills
pretty
a
solid.
need.
Come off the bench. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good trade. Even though it's not an exciting trade, it's a good trade.
Yeah, I think Thomas Robinson can be better than Patrick Patterson.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got to be.
Yeah.
I like Tony Douglas, but I think Garcia could help fill a better need, possibly against the Kobe's of the world. That's who he needs. That's who they need to beat right now to sneak into the postseason. And you got Dexter Pittman. What was he? The elbow guy? He's the forearm. Was it elbow or forearm? I forget what he did against Indiana. I forget what it was, but he's no.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an elbow against like some third string like retard on Indiana last year in the playoffs.
Yep.
He is no longer with the Heat, so no more elbows from Dexter Pittman. He is going to the Memphis Grizzlies, baby, for the rights for Ricky Sanchez. Dexter Pittman is also being joined by a 2013 second-round draft pick and cash considerations to Memphis for Ricky Sanchez. And here's the one that drives me nuts. Yeah, there's a couple more that are going to drive me nuts too in a second. Ronnie Brewer to Oklahoma City for a 2014 second-round pick and cash. Well, the Wolves would never do that because they're not giving nobody cash, right? They ain't giving nobody cash.
Yeah.
We're always on the receiving end of that one. You love that. It's true. Eric Maynor. That's another one. Eric Maynor. No longer on Oklahoma. He is headed to somebody. No, he is headed to the Portland Trail Blazers for the rights. Georgia's Princess and cash. So there's another cash deal going to the Trail Blazers. That ultimately is why they got Ronnie Brewer, because they got that cash to end up giving to the Knicks, but also the cap space to, acquire Ronnie Brewer. So that's basically what happened there. The cash was the trade exception. J.J. Redick did get traded. Yes, he did. J.J. Redick got traded. Josh Smith did not. Dwight Howard did not, but Redick did to the Bucks, along with Gustavo Ion and guard Ish Smith to the Milwaukee for Doran Lamb, Beno Udrih, who for the 19th time is being traded, and forward Tobias Harris. The Suns waived Luke Zeller. The Toronto Raptors signed Hamid Hadai and a 2014 second-round pick to the Phoenix Suns for it's your favorite point guard in the world. Who is it?
Sebastian Telfair.
Yep, Telfair is going to Toronto to join Kyle Lowry. Best point guard tandem ever. Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad, is it? Toronto's going to the playoffs like I originally picked. I think they could.
Yeah, by the looks of it, yeah.
Rudy Gay, they're making a little comeback over there. I like Toronto right now. And the DC, the most painful trade of them all, the middle finger is being extended by both of us right while we read this. Not at each other, but at the screen. Jordan Crawford to Boston for the worst center maybe that ever lived, Jason Collins, and an ACL injured Leandro Barbosa.
Steensman and Roy. Come on.
Yeah, Steensman and Roy, Chris Johnson. Yeah, since we're not going to play him, watch Chris Johnson be the next, at least to be the next McGee or something, Okay, dare me say that.
I mean, they could have used Chris Johnson. I mean, they're not using Vesely.
Yeah, he's better than Jason Collins, right?
Man.
I almost dropped an F-bomb. Excuse me, that was very close. Bleeping A. Yeah, I want...
The Timberwolves need a shooting guard.
And one that can average 16 points a game. Yeah, would be nice. Gerald Henderson, maybe?
Yeah.
No.
With these trades, we could have thrown together better packages.
I think it's doable. And it's not like you're giving up your big chips. Like, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, it still could happen at some point, but it's just the patience level's hitting low because this was a doable move. Doable. You know? It's not like Wolves didn't have what they needed. Yeah, we did. Because they didn't need anything, and we didn't have to give them anything. An injured player was all they needed, and that's what they got. Roy's injured. Yeah. Did I say that? Yeah, I did. Bad backup center, Steamsma. Oh, yeah, trade Steamsma, then play Chris Johnson for cripe's sake.
Yeah.
Cripes. I did not say the other. Okay. Yeah. See, it's like, come on, guys.
Or if it's 2 for 1, we could have picked up Whiteside or any other center if that was a need.
If it really was,
they're
out there, and I think Chris Johnson could have been playing. Yeah, it's just the frustration level. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just another Crawford is going to go kick butt somewhere else, just like Jamal. It's going to happen, folks. It's going to happen. So now, the final. There we go into the final topic. Full Cashta is doing the digging, but as he's doing the digging, I will mention a quick ode to one of the greatest owners maybe that ever lived, Jerry Buss. But not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9. But he did bring 10 championships to Los Angeles, or at least he was a huge part of it. He is Showtime, Jerry Buss, one of the greatest owners in the history of professional sports. Died at 80 due to cancer, and we give him a moment of silence. The Los Angeles Lakers, team we've loved to hate for many years, but a lot of high guys out there have loved to love. They've loved that team. The Vince Germanos and others. Yes, sir. Tom Reed. V-Train, and so many countless other Laker fans that started in those early 80s. You go all the way to 2013, even though they're not making the playoffs according to some people. Wink, wink. Boy, Washington beat Houston. Yeah, I don't think Houston's going to the playoffs. See, go Lakers. No, sorry. So again, as much as, we weren't really a fan of the Lakers during the Kobe era, but that Showtime era, Magic Johnson and everything, that's all about Jerry Buss. Magic and Kareem, Showtime, James Worthy, Byron Scott, endless studs. I hope I said Kareem. Yeah, I did, of course. And it's not, he spent the money that he needed. He brought in the people into that building. Players, celebrities, cheerleaders, Laker girls, halftime shows, whatever it was. He did it better than anybody else. So, Jerry Buss, this is definitely a salute to you. One of the greatest owners, again, of all time. So with that, if there's nothing else really to say, this has been Timberwolves Explosion, episode number 96. It's was a lot of trade talk, lots going on. Another show that, there was a lot more talk about trades this time around because there's just a lot going on. or a lot, or nothing going on. Just stuff going on around the Wolves. No big blockbuster deal that made people jump out of their seats, like, oh my God, Howard's going to the Celtics, or the Brooklyn Nets, or God knows what, are the Knicks or something. But it wasn't anything like that. But there were moves that made teams better. So that's what generated a lot of the conversation this time around.
Unfortunately, we didn't make any moves to make our team better. But
that's the frustrating part.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been a small move, but it would have made the team better.
Yeah.
That's the goal. It's a piece by piece by piece thing. That's how the Lakers got better and so many other teams. Sacramento got better by making little moves here and there. Then eventually they became a good playoff team when Rick Edelman was there. Houston has gotten better because they've been making nice moves. Dame's hard move was a splash. But, yeah, well, maybe we can make a splash once. Just, come on, make a splash.
Yeah, Houston went to being a bottom feeder team.
Yeah.
The playoff team.
They have a legit chance to be there. Them or L.A., but maybe further. Go ahead.
Even though they got beat tonight by the Wizards.
Who've won 3 in a row.
Yeah, 103 to 105.
Yeah.
I think from now on, it's like we're thinking, okay, just to be an AC, okay, we have to beat the Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way we can beat the Nuggets. We're kind of thinking,
we
but
never
now
beat
it's
them.
like, okay, now it's not the Jazz. Can we even beat the Rockets?
Yeah, really. I want to beat the Rockets, but we don't match up well with them either, really, do we? We lost that home game. That was annoying, really annoying to watch Harden just walk through. I mean, he walked through us. We need defense at those guard positions. We need some defense. Yeah, I mean, the point guard position, I think we have a nice defender. Phenomenal defender. But wouldn't it be nice to have a good defensive shooting guard also? Yeah. Woo! That's it. It starts. It would start there and get that shot blocking center. I mean, it's building blocks. It's all about building blocks. You can't build the Roman Empire in a day. So let's start building now. Get that chisel going.
And that's why we went to Lee so much, because Lee will provide defense and shooting.
Mm-hmm. Courtney. Yeah, Courtney can do that too. And if Boston wanted to keep Courtney Lee and Jordan Crawford, well, okay. That's a little bit too much stew in the pot there, guys.
We definitely needed that defense and scoring coming from Courtney Lee. But I don't know where we'll be getting that from next season.
It's really hard to say, isn't it? I mean, something I gotta think this summer is going to be active. We'll see, though. We always hope. We always hope. Hopefully, it'll be a smart move and something really exciting. It's a possibility exists, but it's not going to be Josh Smith, though. I don't think we need him. Look at me starting a whole new conversation. But yeah,
I think we do.
Well, he would help. What am I saying?
Only because, I mean,
what am I saying?
We can say the same thing, like we don't need Rudy Gay, but look what he did for Toronto.
Yeah.
So it's like we can't
Yeah.
pass up on these stars anymore.
If they're available, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
We got to get them while we can. I mean, we're not going to be as lucky as Oklahoma with the draft, so.
Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, jeez. You don't get much luckier than that.
Ibaka.
And Ibaka, yeah. Except for it just goes on.
Yeah.
Eric Maynard was a pretty lucky pick too. Now they got cash considerations that led to Ronnie Brewer. Hey, okay, there we go.
Man.
They're run pretty well over there. Much as I want to crush that team, but they're run well. There's no doubt about it. I'm glad we at least beat them once this year. Oh, Kevin Love, wherefore art thou? Someday we'll see him again with Air Bud. Yes. Well, this I believe will be the last Timberwolves explosion for February. So we'll be back in very early March in a week. We'll be back for episode number 97, and we'll finally get talking to you, Hank McCoy, about episode number 100. We got to get talking to you. I've been putsy about that, real pokey. So it's episode 100 should be some fun, but we'll get there when we get there. All right, everyone, take care. We'll be back sooner rather than later.